What's going on? What's going on, my people? It's your boy Smooth Blaze. And I would like to welcome you to another week of Under Reconstruction, Transformation of the Mind, the Body, and the Spirit. Mindset, Session 1, Part 3. Now, before we get into these major topics for this week, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Also, hit that notification bell and select all so you do not miss one video. Now, in part 2 on last week, we discussed, do I have a positive or a proactive mindset versus a reactive mindset? It's just a reevaluation of yourself, meaning, do I have enough structure in my life from a mentality perspective that will allow me to be proactive in situations versus reacting or going as the wind blows? But just to piggyback off of that, now for this week, we're talking about something that is the elephant in the room. The understanding of what are the pros and the cons of mental health. And as I think about these things, there are 3 examples that come to mind. First example are financial issues, which most of us deal with. That causes a lot of mental health issues, which are more cons than pros. Meaning that if financially we're straight, it'll be a pro, it wouldn't be an issue. But since we're dealing with it, and since a lot of people in our community are struggling, we gotta find another avenue. Example 2, social expectations. This is a major one because depending on what geographic come back, especially in the Black community, there's a standard you gotta have. You gotta have your degree. You gotta have this certain job. You gotta make this amount of money. You have to wear this certain type of clothes. You have to wear fitted suits instead of baggy suits. You have to have this signature cologne. You have to wear this signature perfume. You have to have your hair laid this way. You gotta have this type of Coke bottle shape. There are so many expectations that mentally it drains you to the point where you feel like you're not good enough. This is major. So that causes negativity with your mental health instead of positive. Example number 3, generational curses. Now, we all know and are familiar with what this means. We've all been in a situation where our parents didn't teach us nothing about money. They just say, get a job, pay bills. That's what it is. You get your credit card. You need a good credit score. They teach us all this stuff, but never teach us how to be an owner of a business. They don't tell us how to save our money properly. They don't require us to do these things because at the end of the day, they want to stay in the same cycle. But I'm speaking to my community, my Black people. We have to find ways to break these generational curses because we need to improve on our relationships. That's a major one. And also improve on our way we communicate with one another, and also how we feel about money. These 3 things will change generational wealth and transition us and put ourselves not only in a better position, but our kids in a better position. So, reviewing all these examples, the word that sticks to me the most is called pressure. And we all know pressure builds diamonds above all things. You need that pressure in order to be cultivated into the best version of yourself. So when I thought about the definition of pressure, this is the best one that came to mind. The use of persuasion, influence, or intimidation to make someone do something. Very powerful, very powerful. It could be good or bad depending on the situation. Now, as I evaluate myself and really evaluate what I've been through personally, I struggle with mental health sometimes, but I learned how to use these techniques and shake me back to who I am. So here are some techniques that I use for myself. Make sure you get a pen and pad, write this down so you can use this as an example or actually interpret this into your life. It's up to you. So, number one, find a mental health counselor that you can afford. There's nothing wrong with you going to see somebody to talk about your issues that you deal with. I do it twice a month. So it don't hurt me none because I feel 13 times better when I leave out of there versus me not going to see nobody and I'm just holding it in for the rest of my days. That's one. Number two, allow your counselor to evaluate you. Meaning, don't come in there as if you can't be told nothing and you ain't nothing wrong with you. You're lying to yourself. Allow the counselor who has no dog in the fight to evaluate you and figure out what's the best course of action to pull out those things that are hurting you. That's number two. Number three, go to the gym 2 or 3 days out the week. For me, getting my physical health or maintaining my physical health is essential. Being consistent with that is hard. I can set days and I'm like, I don't feel like it today. But in order for you to get things going properly, you have to be consistent within it. And sometimes you might slack off, but you can't completely stop. So I go to the gym to help me with my physical, get my physical back, but it clears my mind as well. So both of those work hand in hand. All right, number four, find hobbies that you're interested in. It could be sports, music, podcasting, or just art. It don't matter what it is. You find something that helps you escape. Because for me, this what I do for you guys is a way for me to escape and get things off my chest. Two, I love music, so I'm going to do it regardless. Podcasting is something new that I'm working with, but it's fun. It's just talking. So sports is always going to be another thing for me because I'm a Lakers fan. I gets it in, and at the end of the day, I'm a huge Kobe fan. So Lakers all day, Kobe for life, rest in peace. But at the end of the day, let's get back to regular scheduled programming. Now, if there's a hobby that you enjoy, just take a leap of faith and try something. It's not going to hurt you, even if it's only for 30 minutes. It'll let you get away from whatever pain that you're dealing with and come back to it later as far as all these priorities weighing on. So that's number four. Number five, keep a positive circle of persons around you. Meaning, if you got good energy coming from these people that are in your circle, you're going to produce good things. When you got squares and all this negative doubt, it's going to distort everything. So get them squares out of your circle. Real talk. And last but not least, number six, take accountability for your setbacks and evolve. Meaning, we all have made short. We all have made mistakes. We all have fell short in different avenues. It could be relationship. It could be professional. It can be personal. It don't matter what it is. We've all come up short. But it's our job to analyze the situation, take accountability for that, look at setbacks as an opportunity to make improvements, and work on shedding this skin to evolve into the best version of ourselves. So, if you revamp on these 6 techniques that I use to keep my mental health straight, I promise you, it'll change your life, and I'm not playing. But as we close, I would like to say thank you for checking out my YouTube page for this week and my video for this week. But just please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my page. Also, share it with anybody that needs this. And in addition to that, hit that notification bell and select all so you will not miss one video. Now, I'm going to close with this. And we always close with a positive phrase. We cannot control the hand that was dealt us, but we can move with a purpose. It's your boy Smooth Blaze, and I'm signing out. Peace and love.